The defense, I know you guys have played with confidence all season, but is that ascending? Is that getting more and more progressive as the season goes on?
Yeah, I think, the more we feel each other out, the more we play, the more reps we get together. I mean, I think that's a constant, always getting better. And, the more you see in games, the more you see in practice, I think it's inevitable that we get better. I mean, we've, knock on wood, stayed healthy. We got to keep it that way, and just got to keep attacking.
The performance that you guys had against Syracuse, especially the defensive front, is what went into that level of just, say, domination. It was pretty close to that, though.
Yeah, I mean, it was sticking to our fundamentals. I mean, Odell's been preaching since the beginning of camp that, we got to stick to our fundamentals and, play with technique. And, I think we showed that on Saturday. And he's getting off the ball and, making plays. And we got a lot of guys flying around, and we were able to get some young guys in, which is great to get them reps. So, I mean, that's always good for us. So, yeah, no, I think we just came with the right mindset. We got to keep that going.
You guys talk so much about having depth, rotation on the defensive line. Was that felt on Saturday with you got a bunch, Malcolm got a bunch, you guys rotated?
Yeah, I think it was huge. I mean, I don't know what my snap count was, but I know it was pretty low, and I think we were able to get everybody in there. I mean, a ton of guys got to rotate, so that was huge. And, I mean, just to be able to stay fresh and be able to keep going in there and, get fresh bodies in there against the same old lineman was huge for us. And, yeah, we were able to do that, which seemed to be a little successful.
What stands out about Duke's run game? What makes it work so well?
Yeah, they have a lot of unique situations they can put you in. And, they're a veteran group up front. I mean, they got a bunch of grads up front, but we're a veteran group too. So I think it'd be a good matchup for us and for them as well. But yeah, no, they do a lot of unique things up front that we're gonna have to attack.
Can you explain what you mean by unique things?
Yeah, just their different gap schemes. They run. I don't want to get too in depth in it, but yeah, I mean they do a lot of unique things up front. I mean, plain and simple, and we got to stay disciplined, stay in our gaps. They do a good job. They'll attack whatever you give them, and if you get out of your gap, they're going to take it away from you. So yeah, we gotta play discipline.
Obviously, there's some question marks surrounding Braden Fiske for the game.
Yeah.
How tough is it to prepare?
I mean, you keep a simple game plan for both situations. You got to be prepared for both. I mean, they're both really good quarterbacks. I mean, they can defeat you in certain ways, and I mean, they're both competitors. They're going to go out there and give their best shot. I mean, it's a really good football team. So I think no matter who's back there at quarterback, I mean, I think they're going to be a threat. So we got to come prepared.
Josh Farmer made a pretty big impact on Saturday, and not a ton of reps. So I guess what makes him so effective?
Yeah, huge at that. I mean, he's gotten better every single game. Every practice he gets better. I mean, his confidence is through the roof right now. I mean, he's probably playing the best of any of us right now. I mean, the kid is light years ahead of where he was in just spring ball. I mean, the kid is taking over. He's awesome. I mean, Josh is going to be a really, really good player in the future.
What goes into that improvement in such a short period of time, from what you can see?
Just trusting the process. I mean, you got one of the best D-line coaches in the country here, so I mean, kudos to Josh's work too. I mean, Josh works his butt off from spring to summer and even in fall camp, and it's been a pleasure to work next to him. I mean, he's a fun kid to play with, and like I said, he's going to have a really, really bright future.
When you say best defensive line coach, what makes him a good coach?
I mean, for one, he's real personable. I mean, aside from being a good coach on the field, off the field, he's huge. I mean, I know he calls us all. For me personally, he calls me all the time. I mean, probably the last 2 days, probably called me 3 or 4 times. And just from that impact, I mean, he's great from that aspect, but on the field, he's real consistent with us. I mean, he, pounds the fundamentals like that. He puts that, on the table all the time. Like his fundamentals, technique, and, that's what makes us great. And he doesn't let us sway from that. I mean, he's huge on that. And I mean, that's been something that's made us a better D-line as a whole. And, we're really starting to grow into that mold of what he wants from us, and it's fun to see. We're starting to get more confident in the technique as well. So it's all starting to come together.
Yeah, good.